Alright, hello, this is Tom, and tonight I'm going to be showing you how to build my hopper minecart door system, which a lot of people on Google Plus were asking for instructions, and it's actually pretty easy. It's even a lot easier than I thought it was. I've made it a lot simpler since that version that I showed off in that video a while ago. So yeah, we're going to be building this, and then I'll have a world download file so you can check it out for yourself if you're not really sure, you don't understand things. Also, as I say before, I'm not very good at redstone, so if someone understands how this works a little bit better, and if there's anything that I'm not explaining correctly, please let me know, because I'd like to learn from this too. I'm still learning. Right, so let's get started. There's going to be, if you download the world, there's going to be a chest over there with all the materials. But I'll try to put a list in the description too. You don't actually need much. You don't even need a repeater. You need a comparator. That's really the only thing that involves hard to get materials. You have to get one piece of nether quartz, and that's it. So, right, let's go. So the first thing that I would place actually is the dispenser. So just stick this right here. This is going to be a step down from where you come in. So just stick that right there. And then the next thing is we're going to break that block and... Oops, that was a little fast. I'm going to try to go slow. We're going to stick a hopper, shift click it so it's right on that dispenser, and then shift click another one on top of that. Okay, next thing we need to do is the exact opposite of what I just did. I'm just going to patch this up with wool because that's what I'm carrying. Go down here. What we've got to do is put a redstone torch right there so that this hopper doesn't put things into the dispenser quite yet. We're going to leave that torch there. That ends up being part of the circuit. Next thing is the comparator is going to go right here, and we're going to want dig out two this way, put a redstone torch there to power that side of it, and then stick a dot of redstone right there for now. And this is probably a good time to put the stuff in it, in that dispenser, or that hopper. So you're going to need 4 stacks of any random junk, just whatever you want. And then you're going to need a stack of whatever you want to be the key. So, you know, heck, let's use emeralds this time. I haven't done it with emeralds yet. I will leave that later. So, important, the order that this goes in is important. So stick your key in first, and then all the other stuff. And you'll see this redstone over here is lit up because that's turned on. So, right now, let's take this out and leave 1 in your inventory, just so it's not on. And it'll be ready to go. Just to demonstrate, if I throw that one back in there, it'll turn on again. So, whoops. So let's just grab that back out. Leave 1 of those in your inventory. Okay, probably a good next thing to do is the rail. So, we're going to need to put this here so it doesn't go that way. And let's get... You're going to need 2 pieces of powered rail and 1 regular rail. And I'm not going to get the cart out just yet because it's easier to build if you don't have the cart in place. So it goes like that. And then the next thing is just power this rail out here. You can put the torch wherever, doesn't matter, as long as it powers that bit. So long as it powers that bit, chicken, get down from there. Whatever, I guess you can stay there, chicken. It's not like he's going to be smart enough to figure out how to break in. Whoops. I'm not very coordinated flying. Wow, okay, there we go. So that's just a nice little roof. You don't really need that, but it's nice to hide it. So, okay, the next thing to place would probably be the piston. So you're going to put 2 blocks out that way of whatever you're building with. It doesn't have to be wool, obviously, I'm just using wool. And it's going to go there. So, actually let me put a block just to show this. Okay, and now I think it looks nice to use a block of whatever your key is going to be to use as the block that you're going to throw stuff through. So you'll attach that to the piston. Okay, and the next thing is that obviously has to be extended in its off state. So let's put a torch right there so it goes out. So this is right where you're going to throw stuff through. You're going to throw the emerald or the gold ingot or whatever random item you want to be your key. You're going to throw it right through there. Alright, so now a good thing to do is let's just wire up the piston. So to do that, let me get some redstone again. You'll want to just stick this here, and one there. And so now we can test this again. You'll see that that will retract if the hopper is full. So let's get that back out of there so it doesn't stay retracted, because we want to show that it'll come back as well. Right, there we go. And the reason my other one was so complicated was because I used a double extender, and that got a little tricky. Right, so the next thing we want to do is make the bit of this that turns off that torch when that retracts. And what that will do is allow this hopper to put one item out into that dispenser, which will be how you get your key back in the end. So let's just start bringing redstone down around here. And you need to dig out a little bit more, because it needs to come right back in there, and it needs to be going like this. So doop, 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 right like that. And you shouldn't need a repeater, because that's just far enough. And so that will make it temporary. And while we're at it, let's just get a pressure plate right here and throw that on the dispenser. So that'll let us get the key back. So this is very close to done. So let's throw that in there. Retracts temporarily, and you've got your key back. So the only couple things left to do here. Oh, oops, I did this wrong actually. Hold up. That obviously works, but the way we're doing this to keep it simple is we're going to want to bring this along here. Whoops, got my keys mixed up. I want to bring that along there just a little bit first. So it's actually going to be like that. Sorry about that. Does that make sense, what I just did? And so next thing we're going to do is we need to power that rail so that the minecart gets out of the way. So just put a block there, one piece of redstone there, and now we're ready to place the hopper minecart. So let's grab that, stick it right there, and there you go. This is technically complete. So let's just build the hallway right here. And now we've got to use half slabs, or they could be full blocks, but it's easier if it's half slabs, just because you've got to walk under these, and it also works a lot better to hide the piston, unless you're going to be doing this right up against a wall. So let's just make the hallway stick out a little bit longer. Okay, and there you go. This is the hopper minecart door. It's already done. And so theoretically you can throw this anywhere through the block, but I've found that the right edge, if you sort of highlight the right edge of this half slab here, oops, I forgot I'm in creative. Blah. If you highlight the edge of that half slab right there and sort of go to the corner, it seems to go through a little bit better over there, although maybe not this time. There it goes. Yeah, so there you go. You can't get in with anything else. If you throw something in there that's not the key, let's just do it real quick so you can see. Let's throw in redstone torch. If you do that, it's going to show up in this hopper right here so you can get it back. Now the only problem with this is that there's really no way to get back out. And in my build, I used a triple piston extender. I'm not even going to pretend to know how that works. I'm going to try to find the video tutorial I used to make that, because I found a very good video tutorial on YouTube And you've got to be careful with YouTube tutorials on triple piston extenders, because due to changes in redstone and pistons in 1.5, there's a lot of videos out there that just aren't right anymore. And so I struggled with that for a long time. And the one that I've come up with that I used was really complicated. It was nice and compact, but I don't have any idea how it works. So I'm not going to try to show you how to do that, but I'll try to leave the link in the video so that you can see that. So there you go. That is my hopper minecart door, and I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make that. And if you have any questions about making your own, let me know.